40K pod racers.
Yes.
There's the Eldar one.
Looking very Eldar. Because it is.
Oh, yeah. Isn't that great?
It has that.
Has the energy. Yeah, that's what I'm hearing in my head.
I made a sound.
Yes, that means it's good. All right, show them the Chaos
the little
Renegades
energy
one.
thing. A little reminiscent of Jar Jar Binks there.
Jar Jar Binks was an energy being?
Well, remember he put his head between them and then he was numb and he...
Oh, okay.
All right.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to forget that movie.
I only remember it because
Like
my
a
kids were
bad
watching
memory.
it yesterday. It's cute for children, small children
Is
like
it?
that. Yeah, they like that first one.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, and then here is this one,
Yep.
which is kind of a... Is that a space one? Which kind is this?
Chaos Renegades.
Yes, Renegade. Sorry, I should have known that.
Yep.
There you go. Ta-da. All right. So,
Yeah,
very
we're
cool.
stoked. Well, that was fun. But now on to the good stuff. Check this out. So here's a Swarm Lord. And he was a little... And this is great. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with this. But he was a little too closed pose. And the mandate I gave to Brig was to make a ninja Swarm Lord. A ninja Swarm Lord. And this is what he came up with for the second one.
look at his pose.
Isn't that outstanding? It's all green stuffed, so dynamic. He's stepping up on this thing. And this is the hardest part, is to get that leg crouched in like that. By the way, it'll go blurry if you get too close.
Okay.
So yeah, and the smokestacks are up. And basically this thing is, oh man, it's deluxe. Yeah, I'm totally stoked.
Cool.
I cannot wait to paint that. Okay, so, well, the only other thing is this. This is a Brood Lord. And he used Gene Stealer scything talons on the ends of Tyrannid Warrior legs. And that just really worked. And the tentacles, the elongated head. Yeah, this
And he's
guy is a
running.
real
Great
bad
pose.
boy.
I
Yes.
really like this.
He is totally running. Yeah, and it just works. Everything's to scale. And this isn't a conversion, but I have 3 pyrovores made up for the Mesa Nids. And everyone's dissing the pyrovore, but I'm gonna at least try them a couple of times and see how they work. I think with my Mycetic Spore, they might actually make a problem of themselves. Because I noticed the other day, I went in and decided to look at them more closely, and they have acid blood. So like, and if you shoot them, they explode. So
That could hurt people in a close proximity.
they hurt people as they die.
So
I don't know what
dying
that
is maybe good.
Yeah, that's, the more I think about it, the more pathetic that is. But anyway, I'm going to try them at the very least. Yeah, I have these shrikes. And here's one, Brick comes in. He's like, he's cleaning his wing. He's got one like resting, perched, and he's like licking his wing.
That's
Right.
great. You always put
very,
stories
very
into his stuff,
evocative.
which
Yeah,
is great.
very evocative. So yeah, and here are some alien seed pods with the covers. I'm going to permanently put the covers on. These are gussied up with other bits. But yeah, I have 4 more of those. Oh, and I'm stoked. My Mycetic Spore Pod army is coming.
Does this go in here?
Yeah, why don't we put him in there too? Wow, that's a lot of painting I got to get done. So what else? Now you tell a funny story.
So laugh. And we'll
That's.
Have you guys,
Okay, we really
that
need
was
to cut
good.
that. Okay, go ahead.
Adepticon, have you guys expounded on that?
Adepticon? Well, I mean, Adepticon's all sewed up. It's all taken care of. It's paid for. Money's in the bank for all the expenses.
Excited to go.
And had to sell my Dark Elf army. Did you
did?
know that?
No, you
Yeah,
didn't
my
tell me
Dark
so.
Elf army sold.
That's great.
Next
though.
day,
That was a great
someone's
looking
like,
army.
"Dear Sean, I want to trade in my Dark Elf army that you painted for me."
You're like,
So I'm like,
okay.
I'm like that Seinfeld episode where I break even on everything. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't.
He says, you know, everything breaks even for me. So she says, here, let me see $20. So he hands a 20 to her, and she throws it out the window. And he's like, what'd you do that for? It's like, well, if it's true what you're saying, you'll break even. And at the end of the episode, he finds $20 in his coat pocket.
That's great.
So,
Yeah, so we're leaving on Thursday.
yeah,
We'll be
my wife and
flying.
I are leaving bright and early.
You're leaving before
We got to get
are,
up
right?
at 3:30 a.m.
We don't have to get
to
up
make
that
it in
early.
time.
Are you taking anything
Our
cool
plane's
to
like a
show
little bit
off?
later. Yeah, we're gonna bring
Oh
some
yeah.
figs.
Well, we were gonna paint a bunch of stuff just scratch, but then it occurred to me we have plenty of cool stuff just around the studio.
so
that
we'll
we're
see.
just gonna
So we have
pack
some
it
new
up.
stuff and some cool stuff.
Yep.
That's great.
And
so,
and this time we're actually gonna attend our
yeah,
table
we've told
and
people
not
that,
leave Rin there for 10 hours by himself, like last year.
See, this is why you bring me to Adepticon, because I
was
dig
all
sitting at
ad
the
hoc.
table for 10 hours.
But, see, that was a
Little
little
book.
plug for Davey. 1 year,
Oh,
Davey.
I know.
We
Put some more hours in
appreciate
there,
your
buddy.
can-do attitude. That's what's great about Davey. You could be like, could you lick the tires on my car clean? And he'll be like, I would be so awesome at that.
We've all started saying awesome too because of Davey.
Yeah.
What are some other things we've said because of Davey? Come on,
Awesome.
guys. Remember?
Dude, that rocks.
Dude, that rocks.
that's
Everybody says dude now. And awesome.
So, yeah, there
It's
you
all,
go.
all from Davey. He has a
Yep.
great influence on all of us.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
What was that?
I've bettered as a person because of Davey.
And that's
wow.
pretty hard because Cameron's Cameron. You know, he already had.
Because I knew you,
Because I knew you.
I have been changed for good.
I feel like we should fade out into the black now. Like, that should be the end.
Straight out of that.
You should always end in sing-song.
A little bit of.
Well, I don't think I'm
Wicked.
going to top that. Wicked is all. I listened to that 50 times on our road
I
trip
saw
to
the
Oregon.
original group in New York on Broadway.
Fiero!
Yeah, I did. I wound up
Like
them just
5
then.
Upton.
I guess.
Nacho! What? That's the opening to?
Nacho.
No, to Wicked.
Nacho.
Oh, and by the way, the book, not like the play. Yeah, she didn't like the book at
At
all.
all. Okay, we
Yeah,
should probably
but
move on.
I did read the whole thing,
I
the whole book,
didn't get to the end.
just
I sort of quit.
for intellectual integrity.
I don't think integrity. Never mind.
No, it is. I believe in reading stuff that I don't like.
It's great, Sean.
Davey says no, not the way to live.
Thank you, Davey.
No, it's true. I
Thumbs
think,
down for me.
you know what? And I like to alternate. I read a book that's like comfortable, that like, okay, that feels right to me. I like that. And then I go and look for a book on society or economics or whatever that seems like it's going to be the opposite. That it's
You mean
really
like
just
someone
going to
else's
rub me
point
the
of
wrong
view
way.
that's
Oh
just
yeah,
not what you
totally.
agree with? Oh, okay, well that's different.
Totally.
That's good.
Oh boy, here it comes. Sarah's like, don't do it. Here's the deal. It's square pegs and round holes. Everyone's got some brilliant idea of how the world should be. And then the only question is, how far will you take it to make everyone conform to that? Be like, you know what? It'll be beautiful. Just once we do this, everything will be great. And it just seems not right
Once you
to
take
shove
away
somebody else
everybody's
into your
liberties.
worldview. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, so I'm not for cracking eggs to make the omelet. Let's just say that. To make an omelet for me. So I'm all for it. And to me, it's the 50 states, man. 50 different little countries
About the size
with
of
some
country.
general stuff, all the same, just for the sake of expediency, but not much. And yeah, and if you'll find one that you like. Like, I like being in Utah. And I know people here that they can't wait to get the heck out. Not their cup of tea.
I like it all.
Yeah, that's great.
I do. I love Idaho. All the flats and sagebrush. Love it.
Really?
Love it. It's like going home. And then when I come here, I just, look at the mountains. They're gorgeous. And then when I go to New York, every place I've lived, I've loved.
Oh, wow.
When I go to New York, I'm
Well,
like,
bless
oh,
your
all
gypsy
the
heart.
green. It's
Oh,
so great. I just
Tennessee
like the
Hills,
variety.
So nice. Driving
Tennessee,
around.
I grew up in Tennessee.
Oh, yeah.
So beautiful.
Didn't
Sarah, you could live in a swamp and be like, I just like all the...
I know. I
the
just
m-
love the
The algae, man.
algae.
and the trees.
Can
and the
make
long
fresh salads
sun,
every day.
Things are going in the water and all the
Oregon, man.
fireflies.
Oregon or like central.
Yeah. That's it.